Good morning, everybody. We are rocking and rolling and whatnot as we drive into Gettysburg today. And what a lovely day it is. What a lovely day. It's not. It's actually cloudy. We were lucky yesterday. Memorial Day, the clouds parted. It was a gorgeous day. I'm going in now to, I'm sure there's been a bunch of live streams of the Memorial Day parade. But ours is different. And so we recorded it. We didn't live stream it. Going into the studio now to edit it and pop it up, and I'll probably put it up to be a premiere tonight around 7:15, 7:30, somewhere around there. And it'll be just marvelous. Hello, Peter. Good morning. Good afternoon. Excuse me. It's afternoon. Yes, I had to wait for a plumber to come by, and he couldn't get there till 11. So he spent about an hour and 15 minutes with me, and we went over the whole situation with the plumbing. And here we are. Here we are. All right, we're going to slow down here. Going through Fairfield, for those of you who don't know. I haven't watched any, waiting on your lovely commentary. It is lovely. We actually had information this year. If you recall, last two parades we covered, we just kind of figured it out as they came by. But this time we contacted the parade organizers and asked for a list. And it was good. There was information about all the different groups and everything. You know what I thought was a little odd? I have to be honest here, and this is with all due respect to wherever it's due. When we got to the Civil War reenactors, I was a little put off by the fact that there were maybe, 7 Union reenactors and probably like 30 Confederate reenactors. It's Memorial Day. It's not Treason Day. So I don't understand what that was all about. I don't get it. I don't get it. But we'll see. Maybe my memory is off. We'll see. The video will prove it once and for all, and we can all see for ourselves what it was. But I didn't understand that at all. At all. Okay, if you want to soothe the sore crotches of the Confederate reenactors and give them some representation, fine. Let 5 of them go in there. But it's Memorial Day, goddammit. WTF. Gene says, hi, Matt. I have to go now. Oh, go mow before it rains again. We'll come back and watch later. All right, Gene. Happy mowing. Peter says, oh, I loved the by the cuff funny banter. Thank you. I guess we did a little bit of that too, but we had something this time around, so it's a little different. I will say that being that it's Memorial Day, it was a little more, I don't know. We'll have fun on other ones. Not that we didn't have fun on this one, But I guess earlier, our conversation on the morning drive that day kind of really had me thinking about what the day really is. And yes, it's the kickoff to summer, but it's a lot more than that. It's a lot deeper than that, and a lot more serious than that. So solemn, if you will. History Recon says, thought the parade was a bit underwhelming, large appearance by World War II experience, but lack of bands and music from what I saw. This is the second year in a row where it was that way, and I don't know what that's about. I'm not bashing it. I've never organized a parade. I don't know what goes into getting, more people. If not for the World War II experience, it would be a 4-minute parade. And I don't know what it is. I remember Memorial Day Parade used to be like, it was like Remembrance Day Parade. It was long and it was big and everybody came out for it. So I wonder what changed. Hopefully somebody in the audience knows what changed along the way. Was it rules? Was it permits? Was it reenactors soured on it? Like what happened there? Because I remember, oh God, it's just going back maybe 20, almost 20 years. No, it's yeah, probably like 17, 18 years ago now. I remember one, I'll have to see if I can find the video. I videotaped it. And it was a big, huge thing. You know? It's like a big deal. Peter says, I think they should switch the dates of Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Yeah, give Veterans Day the kickoff to the summer. It's a good point. Peter says a lot of reenactors moved to World War II and World War I. Okay, that makes sense. But there was one band, I think, one marching band, and I don't even think there was like, I don't remember. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see tonight. We'll see tonight. Maybe is there another parade in the area that kind of sucks all the people out and they all go to that one? Is it a bigger one? I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it was bad. It just was different. It was, as whoever that was said it, a little underwhelming. History Recon. It was a little underwhelming. And again, if not for the World War II experience, it was very short. It was really the World War II experience parade. It wasn't Memorial Day. It happened to be on Memorial Day, but it was the World War II experience commercial parade. Again, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I think that's great, because if it weren't for them, it would have been very short. Peter says it really has shrunk cost of stuff. Okay. Really all has shrunk cost of stuff, yeah. Yeah, things get more expensive. I think everything has its day in the sun. You know, and I think we're probably seeing the end of Civil War reenacting. I think you're right. A lot of people, younger people especially, are more interested in World War I and World War II. It's a little closer in our inherited experience and memory. The Civil War is so primitive compared to that. Maybe that's part of it too. A lot of us knew World War II veterans. Older people probably knew World War I veterans, but like, you know, my grandfather was in World War II. Great uncles were in World War II. So I have a direct connection. I talked to these guys and heard stories and stuff. So now, I like Jim's idea. We should all switch to studying and reenacting the founding of Blaine, Missouri. How high a ridge I could not tell. What do your keen and perceptive eyes behold? It was the smell of salt water. Peter says, I laugh at Civil War reenactors bitching about the cost. Try doing Rev War. Yeah, I mean, it's a hobby, right? So, like, hobbies ain't cheap. I mean, there are certainly more affordable hobbies out there. But, I don't know any of them that are cheap. Skiing's expensive. Painting, if you paint with oils, can be expensive. I don't know, there's probably others that are really, really cheap. History Recon says, really should have had more impact from the American Legion and VFW, but when I visited the VFW, it was not the big club, surprisingly. I used to work at the VFW here years ago. I want to say it was 2000. When was it? It would have been the winter. When the hell was it? It was, I don't know, it was the winter of 2006 or 7. I can't remember. Anyway, we worked there, and it was back then that it was a small club, kind of depressing. Needed some updating inside, for sure. And a bunch of guys sitting around drinking cheap booze, dropping a lot of money on games of chance, and hey man, they paid the cost to do whatever the hell they want to do. But yeah, it was very small, very, very kind of depressing. I don't know, there's the patriotic stuff just doesn't draw the crowds anymore, I guess is what it is. Everybody was at the beach. They don't come here. Yeah, oh well. Hello, Reed. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little loop down the south end of the battlefield-ish. You know, we can't go to the whole south end because I'll lose signal, but we're gonna go as far as we can. I have a tremendous fear that this is going to be a gray, cool, and wet summer. Not a hot, wet American summer like we're all used to and we all love, but just a cool, gray, wet summer. A Canadian summer, if you will. I hope I'm wrong. Hey, Gail, how are you? $55 degrees in western North Carolina. Hoofa. It's, what is it here? 70 degrees here, but it feels like 55. There's no heat to that 70. Buenas tardes, Eric. ¿Cómo está? To you as well. Actually, I wouldn't say to you as well. I would say it back. I would say, ¿Cómo está? ¿Y tú? Bien. ¿Y tú? That's what I would say. Now it's coming back. Sophomore year high school just shot back into my head. Bien, Eric. Y2? Jim says, it's been so cold and rainy. I feel like I'm living in Manchester, UK. I'm living in a never-ending Morrissey song. Ugh. Gag me with a spoon, man. History Recon says, surprised by the lack of events for the anniversary. All events seem to be after the 4th. This is John and Frank changed the name to try to grow the channel. Hold on, let me make sure I don't run people over here. Oh, John and Frank. Oh, John. Yeah, John and Frank. How you doing, John and Frank? I like History Recon. I like that better. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm sure. Oh, who knows? Who knows? I'm sure they're gonna say staffing issues. I don't know. I just think that there's just a general malaise, or not even a malaise. It's more of a lost, a feeling of being lost in the country since COVID. I think COVID kind of shattered everybody, and some people, a lot of people, seem to have forgotten a lot or never knew in the first place just who our character is, or what our character is, who we are as Merkins. And you know, Merkins, we like to give cover to areas that need cover. Usually to hide something. But that's a Merkin for you. Peter says 67 here and pollen everywhere. Yeah, here too. He also says, well, you'll know you hit someone when you hear and feel thwa thump. Jim says, I had some staffing issues with my ex-girlfriend, but I went to the doctor and got it straightened. I'm glad to hear that, Jim. Merkins, no, it's not what actors use. I think it's what mid-19th century prostitutes used to hide the diseases of Venus that are visible, you know? I think toupee would work. You'd have to poke a hole in it, but I think that would do the job. I don't know. I've never seen a toupee up close. Although I've been offered, hey man, would you like to buy a toupee? But you know, buying a toupee Brian says, hell yeah, why can't they play taps at the cemetery this year? I believe it's not that they couldn't. It's that with the staffing issues that they're claiming to have, they wouldn't be able to have a ranger out there at sunset-ish, or 7. I think they do it at 7:30, but it's late in the day. The sun is low. You know, it's sunset-ish enough, I guess. And so the option was you can do it earlier, but you have to do it before like 5. And I don't think really is ideal for this type of thing. I think that the fact that and by the way, the park said, you know, but you can do it at the PA Memorial and everything. Like the park, they weren't being dicks about it. So it's not a big controversy to get everybody's pay. You should be getting more worried about the beavers than this. This is not anything to get upset about. Keep writing your congressman about the beavers. But this is not, they tried to make accommodation for them, and so they're going to the Pennsylvania Monument. And to tell you the truth, I think that will be a better location for them because they're going to be seen accidentally more, which means that people will congregate when they weren't planning to, and it'll just draw more attention to the event altogether. So I think it's a much better situation. Although it is more apropos for them to be doing it at the cemetery, I think for the sake of the mission, this is better because it has more eyes on them, or it puts more eyes on them. So I think it's a good thing. Um, okay, I'll let you go first. Go ahead, because you look like you didn't understand that there's a rule to this. Okay, and we go. Peach Orchard over on our right. Reenactor giving a tour. Hope he got a permit. Oh, I didn't think you were upset, Brian. I'm just saying that there are people out there who immediately flew off the handle and we're all wah, 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 wah. But I talked to Wendy Allen, who runs it, and she explained to me that it's nothing to get upset about. And when she told me what was going to happen, I was like, you know what? Actually, I think that's better. I think that's a better situation for you. And she agreed, and so on and so forth, and whatnot, and etc. My Burton Minis came in. Is it a skiing thing? Like, what is that? Keep forgetting I didn't love anymore. Keep forgetting this will never be the same again. Hey, whoa. There is a cavalcade of buses coming down the road, so I'm just going to let them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here comes number 6. Followed by number 7. Whoa. History Recon says, don't mind a more quiet anniversary this year. More golf time, I suppose. And really spend all my time at Sweeney's Tavern anyway. Yeah. I would like to actually do... I rarely do anniversary things. I used to at first. I'm going to try to get out. Actually... Who was I talking to? James Cosgrove and I were talking about maybe teaming up to get the Liberty rifles. That I would like to do. So that I will do. don't really have much to talk about, actually, today. Had a nice weekend. You know, it was relaxing. Didn't do much of anything. I do miss doing things. I don't come to town anymore. Like, you know, I don't know. I stopped socializing, and I miss it. Um, I'm kind of I think my problem is I'm an all or nothing person. So when I was single, I was all about addressing Gettysburg, and that included socializing because that's how you network. But now that I am not single, I don't know how to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that when appropriate. It's my nature is to want to do all one or all the other, but not both. And it's been a very difficult time I've had trying to train myself to manage my time better. Um, and I guess I'm a little better at it, but I'm not where I need to be with it. I'm not at all where I need to be with it. One fails when I take care of the other, and that's not good. I don't know how to fix that. But anyway, it was a relaxing weekend. Just kind of hanging out at the house. Did some work on things outside. Um, Cooked hibachi on the Blackstone last night, which was went over very well. Rave reviews. And now I'm going to open Benihana. Okay, so I have got such a late start to the day, so I'm just going to run in, grab a coffee, and go. You guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me here, and I will talk to you next time. I promise.